Welcome to Smokey Approved. This is episode 130, and on this one, we did the Kano Night Night, and a lot of people let me know that's definitely not the best introduction into his music, and they said that Roadman's Hymn was a better introduction, and hopefully this has the same type of feel that like 50 Cent's Ghetto Quran or the what's that, the Good Die Young record? The Filthy Niggas Live a Long Time, Sip Champagne. Yeah, that shit. Whatever 50 record that is. If it has that type of feel to it, like, oh, I'm going to really fucking love this record. So, they suggested this. I was like, I'm going to check it out. I'm checking it out now. Please let me know if there's any other Kano records that I should be checking out. I did already set aside all the other ones. This was just the first one in the kind of shuffle that I did. So, thank you to everybody that did already previously suggest on the other videos. Thank you to everybody that puts new ones on this one. And, yeah, let's get into this one.
Yeah. Whoa, over this east side. Yeah, that's the settings. Well, cool day just for toast and spaghetti. Kids outside on road, bigger mixing. And see drug dealers roll up, so who they wanna be like. Chaps chain gold, Avrex jacket and a GTI Golf. Brown skin beauty in a pocket full of dough. And a presidential rollie frozen. So please don't ever act like you know, man. If you ain't from round here, we don't spot no hand. Wonder why we worship cars and clothes, man.
There's, for me, just is, I guess also my mind has also been partially corrupted because the first time I seen Kano, he was Sully. So I knew he was a rapper, but I hadn't heard his music. So that was like my first introduction. But it just seems very like one-to-one his character. Like there's a lot of rough edges to how we'll say Kano appears. But like when you hear his music, there's a more like introspective, softer side because the way this record presents, it's not intentionally meant to sound like it has a commercial sound to it. That nigga's just trying to get the shit off the way that he gets his shit off, and that's just how it came out. So, but I like the fact that it's one of those like My Block type records. Like this is more in the vein of like a Scarface's My Block. That's what this is coming off like.
Rollie frozen, so please don't beauty in a pocket fold. Avrex jacket and a GTI Golf. Brown skin beauty in a pocket full of dough. And a presidential rollie frozen. So please don't ever act like you know, man. If you ain't from round here, we don't spot no hand. Wonder why we worship cars and clothes, man. We don't own land, so we're stuck in no man's. And gangsters are like superheroes to us. More chance of being them than a lawyer or doc. Idris live one road away, what's the odds? That's two black youths going straight to the top. Still repping that E.
He's talking about Idris Elba, correct? Like, I don't know. Is Damson Idris? Or is he talking about old boy? He's not talking about old boy from Snowfall. He's talking about old boy from he's talking about real fucking Idris Elba, correct? I don't know.
Wait, what's the odds? That's two black youths going straight to the top. Still repping that east side. Fuck your perception, first class on 5 stars. Hood up for breakfast, Claridge's for tea. Don't be disrespected. A hymn for the streets, let the hood niggas sing it like take off. Watch the man them aim for that top. Champagne for the pain and Ciroc. God keep a roadman safe on that block. All night we dream of that life. All night we prep for this fight. And to my dogs that hold me down. More life, more life. Please free the man them that's locked up. I ain't saying that they never fucked up, but where is forgiveness?
See, that's some older, like, for me, this is where I'm like, I like the fact that he can make a more mature record. Obviously, it's probably some shit that, like, it's from 2017, or at least this video that I'm watching is. So, like, he's definitely older. So, he's definitely had the time to, like, mature musically and, like, as a person to be able to have these thoughts. But I like the structure of this song. Like, it's very, there is some shit that, like, if you hear it, it is your fucking first time hearing it, it really does come across almost like a Scarface's My Block, but just like somebody else's version or like their ode to like where they come from. And that's what I like currently most about this song.
Please free the man them that's locked up. I ain't saying that they never fucked up, but where is forgiveness? I remember when Bruno at the Punto and Menor at the Civic. Had to twang a bouncer to get in when I was spitting. Always had the vision that one day it would be different. Nas told a brother it was written. Champagne sipping, pan fried 2 fishes. Used to go Yankees for 1 pan chicken. You'd see me on road and feared uplifted. Yeah, I'm still about these English lyrics, blood I live it. I've seen enough man get caught up in the system. Yeah, man them sell drugs, but man them no business. The man that steals cars, that man there could fix it. If I didn't spit bars, could be behind him in the prison. Tell a kid he won't be shit, he won't be shit. I tell a kid like Will told me, you'll make peace, kid. And when that check came, I was with Smithy up in Camden. Then we popped champagne, but my mom's in your knees stand. Fuck about, we're celebrating. Take off, watch the man them aim for that top. Champagne for the pain and Ciroc. God keep a Roadman safe on that block. All night we dream of that life. All night we prep for this fight. And to my dogs that hold me down. More life, more life. Please free the man them that's locked up. I ain't saying that they never fucked up, but where is forgiveness? Please free the man them that's locked up. I ain't saying that they never fucked up.
All right, so I don't know if we're gonna just keep going, but I'd like to separate them. So that verse, I do like that verse, and so far for the song. But for what I'm hearing on the song, also, it kind of also reminds me of like the first half of Juicy, where motherfuckers, or not motherfuckers, but Big is talking about like, yo, shout out to everybody that like didn't believe in him, and like, yo, he was just doing what he had to do to feed his daughter and shit like that. So I'm just like, that's kind of how I feel like this song is also coming across, at least from that second verse, because again, it's just another snapshot of just his particular life and the shit that they fucking go through over there. Because this is also like how the beat, it sounds like a Kanye soul sample beat, but just like a European version is what this sounds like. And I'm just like, oh, because there's a lot of like the way that the vocals are mixed, and like a lot of the edits that happen are edits that they never happened on American radio ever. But these are edits and stuff that I've heard on like European records ever since like way back, or like especially in the 80s. So like, yo, this so far this is dope though. It's crazy to hear him kind of like singing too, because I'm just like, he's such a hard character in all the things I've seen him in, and he's just over here singing on some like, you know, free my niggas, which is cool. It's like I have no problem with this. It's just like, damn, like the many faces that this person has presented to me in the short time that I've like ran into him is pretty cool.
Oh, but where is forgiveness? Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. It's on top right now, cause I got my whole city turned up right now. Champagne for the pain and Ciroc right now. The man them are way up right now. Stay up right now. Smithy looks about 300k up right now. The smile on the kid says it's blatant right now. And Jordan and Saranga's doing amazing right now. You know that means some motherfuckers hating right now. Gotta stop the sharking and the snaking right now. Like him for the streets, niggas praying right now. Can I get an amen right now? Yeah. Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, I would say for sure the song is for sure aptly named. This is if we were to make a rap record, like Bible, like of like hymns that rap records should be in, this would be for sure in there. Like I could put this in my mix with Ghetto Quran and be like, okay, like the vibe is still the same for sure. I could for sure feel that. I actually do like this song. I wish I had ran into this record first before I listened to Night Night, because yeah, that Night Night record did not do justice to the artist at all. Like, if it's your first time hearing them, like if it's some shit like I said from back in the day, like at the time, like if you were a little kid and you heard that shit, you probably thought that shit was crazy. But like to compare it to what like other records we can compare from him now, and then like where music's at now, that is definitely not a good spot to start. This is for sure. This is a timeless record. This is some shit like 20 years from now, some guy dropped this record and was like, oh, look what I made. Like, couldn't deny this. This shit was hard. I like this. For me, when I was listening to it, because there's no visual, I just get this picture. I'm like, I don't know everybody in these images. I can tell some of these images are of Kano, and obviously they're probably his family or just important people in his life. But I like this fucking cover because it's very like honest, and that's the thing I think I like most when I listen to artists is how honest can you actually be in your music, especially if you could do it at a high level. Because if you can be honest in your music and make a good song at the same time, it's a very good skill set to fucking have. And a lot of people don't fucking have that. And I think with Kano's music, especially so far, that's something that he's very good at, or that's the keystone to his style is the honesty in the challenging nature of the honesty that he wants to bring. Because it's like, hey, like I may do these things, but like it's not always the best things to do, or like this is where niggas come from. Like this is just what it is. Like you gotta respect it. Like I have a love for the place I come from. It doesn't matter how bad you guys try to make it seem. Like I love where I come from. So that's also why I like this record. So hey, suggest any more records I should check out. I don't really have too much more to say on this one. This was a dope record. I do fuck with the Romance Hymn. This is for sure an approved record. We fuck with Kano already. Yeah. That's it for me on this one. Thank you for stopping by. Check you on the next one.